Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at a message from your future self about your life, your work, and as well as your biggest blessing, your biggest new blessing. This is the intention of today's reading. If you prefer to pick your pile, by the way, using your zodiac signs, as you know, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for spirit to pick your pile, you will also find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, let's see what cards we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the card Winter. For pile number 2, you've got the card Spring. It's interesting how they're coming in seasons. And for pile number 3, you've got Union. Very, very cool, the choices that came out. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the Moonstone. For pile number 2, you've got the Malakite. And for pile number 3, you've got the Unakite Jasper. And this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust that these are your messages from your future self, showing you what your future is going to be like, what your work is going to be like, as well as your new biggest blessing, or in that case, your new biggest blessings. So yeah, I would advise you to trust your intuition, let it lead the way. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, welcome, my dear soul family. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you. And what I like to do is shuffle your crystals. And I'll be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right. Let's pull these here. Pile number 1. Pile number 2, as well as pile number 3. There we go. And let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, your signs are Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, as well as Cancer. For pile number 2, your signs are Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, as well as Capricorn. And for pile number 3, your signs are Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, as well as Taurus. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. I've been hearing rising in my mind, so I guess I'm just going to tell you, I've hearing rising. So if you want to pick one of these three, like your sun, moon, or rising, you don't know which one to go by today. I just heard rising. So yeah, I recommend you go by your rising sign today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. But if you wish for Spirit to pick your pile today, welcome. This section has been created specifically for you. And what I like to do, as you know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. And I will shuffle them around until one of the cards pulls my attention, and I will know that this is your chosen card. So, what is your message, this one, from your future self about your life, your work, and your new blessings? So, your chosen pile is pile number 3. All right, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I hope that you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. And once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a message from your future self about your life in the future, your work in the future, as well as your new biggest blessing in the future. Can't wait to do this reading. I truly hope you enjoy it. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, excuse me, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Moonstone. Your significator card is the Winter. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're first taking a look at what your life looks like in your future and what your message is from your future self regarding that. So, you've got marriage. Ooh, okay. Right. You've got the cartographer. Right. Cartographer and marriage. Don't tell me. I don't know. Like for 99.9% obviously of the people watching, this does look like marriage, or you're in a committed, beautiful, loving relationship with someone. Cartographer makes me feel like you may even move from where you are. There may be a surprise move there, either due to the marriage or the relationship, I mean, or your work perhaps, who knows. The shepherd, you know, you could be taking care of others. This could be like even children. Yeah. The shepherd. All right. You've got Mars in Scorpio with revenge. And you've got, yeah, look, the shepherd again. Looks like you're taking care of either children or a big team. It could be you are a leader taking care of a big team in another place. So that aspect is there for sure. So you've got Mercury in Virgo with caution. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the Priestess of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands. Whoa. You're strong. You're shining bright. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, it's like you're powerful and rich. Really nice. Okay. I love that for you. You've got the shaman, that's the king of swords. A lot of power here, especially throat chakra, as well as sacral chakra and root chakra. You see, very powerful energy for sure. What you say is intelligent. This is the king of swords. Your words have power. Also, the sacral chakra, as well as the solar plexus in the hair, makes me feel like you are attractive. And we see that, of course, with the priestess of wands, the queen of wands. So you can see you're attractive. Your words have, like, what can I say, value. They're wise and they like are well heard. And you're feeling stable. You're feeling very stable with the root chakra as well. You have a root somewhere that you really like with the flower that's beautiful, and you're stable there. It makes you feel stable and safe. Yeah. You've got the death card. I have this feeling like your whole world has transformed in the future. Snake makes me feel like you've changed skin. You've changed as a person. Your environment has changed. Your story, your life. There's a drastic change there in your future. Your future self is saying. And let's pull one more card. You've got the strength card. Again, something about how strong you are that your future self keeps referring to. I would say, looking at your significator card, being the winter, and looking at this particular death card, I wouldn't be surprised why your future self is so focused on this message, because I feel like they are specifically talking to you about a difficult time that you've gone through, like the winter, the dark night of the soul. You've gone through harsh times where maybe it was cold, there was no love, you were hibernating. And I feel like your future self is referencing this revenge, this caution. I feel like your future self is saying, we've gone through a lot, we've gotten our rights back, we've made the best out of our lives. I feel with revenge, it's kind of like transmuting that energy. You've used all of the things that you used to hurt you or didn't like or used to make you feel the lack, whatever this was, and you were able to transform it to your favor. You even changed who you are as a person. Your future self is showing you. Now you are a leader. Your words are very well heard. You are guiding others. This could be even in two areas, your children as well as a team, or maybe these are just your children or just a team. In any case, you've definitely changed and transformed as a person. I see you powerful, attractive, super wealthy with the 10 of Pentacles. And this is like generational wealth. Perhaps this is your wealth as well as your spouse's wealth together. Make it a very luxurious, comfortable life with a lot of money to go around for you and generations to come with the 10 of Pentacles. And yeah, there's something about your future self telling you, we're strong now. We're very strong. And we can see it here in the Shaman of Swords, the King of Swords. That idea that you've become strong. Your body as well, the root chakra. Yes, your body as well. Your body is strong. Your health, your vibrating health, your vibrating attractiveness for sure with the sacral chakra, the yellow, the solar plexus. You can see that you've become a strong character. You're determined. You do what you set your mind to. Your words are well heard. I even feel like the hair here kind of look like the crown, a crown. You're like a king or a queen. And it reminds me also of the crown of the Statue of Liberty. There's also an aspect of you feeling liberated. You feel free in the future. So yeah, basically your future self is saying, don't worry. You may have gone through hard times. This tree looks sad. It's like maybe you've gone through really sad times. Maybe with the winter, your environment wasn't conducive to you achieving the dreams that you wanted. And it was just lifeless, nearly lifeless in the past. And they're saying to you, now we are in a beautiful, committed relationship. There's so much love. You've moved, obviously, to a place. Where's your deck? You've moved to a place that you really love. It seems like a totally different place. Let me look at the map. I might be able to intuitively, but please don't take it with a grain of salt. Intuitively pick up where that is. So this kind of looks like Asia. This kind of looks like East Africa. This kind of looks like Australia. Oh yeah, the far Asia. I could be right, actually. So where would you be? Like somewhere there? It looks like somewhere in Asia, I would say. Perhaps, or Australia. Please take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, please take it with a grain of salt. I'm not sure, of course. But yeah. The map is, of course, it's showing that part. So yeah, anywhere in Asia. And Asia is huge, you know. You've got the first part with the Middle East and Dubai and all of that, and then Saudi Arabia and all of that. And then you've got beautiful places like India, Pakistan. Then you've got the Orient. Is that how we say it? The eastern part of Asia. So and we've got Australia as well, so perhaps somewhere there. But all I can tell you is that you're really happy where you are. It looks like a green, luscious, beautiful area. And you have this leadership role, the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, the Shepherd. So your future self is saying we're a leader, guiding others, leading others. It could even be leading markets, by the way, as well. You're climbing a career ladder. In fact, with the ego at the top, I think your future self is saying we're at the top of the ladder or hierarchy or something when it comes to the things you want to achieve, that you're very happy about here in the future. Yeah, there is a movement here. There's a movement, the rainbow. You could be moving from the west to the east, perhaps, but it's there. Anything I am particularly seeing that your future self wants to talk about? Caution here. Is that like a message from your future self? Let's check that. So you've got the priestess, the amount of court cards that you're getting. Your future self keeps showing you, keeps talking about your character as well. So the Queen of Pentacles, I don't think there's anything much to worry about, because the Queen of Pentacles lives the life of her dreams. And you've got, again, another court card. Is this not crazy? What? So you've got the Shaman of this. This is the King of Pentacles. What can I tell you? Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles? No, I just think this caution really here has nothing to do with your reading. The word itself, caution, I feel like you're cautious, perhaps you're doing a great job taking care of the team, any chaos that could happen. I think this is signifying your power, how powerful you are. You're able to handle anything, no matter how chaotic it could look, while living a stable, happy life. You see, there's even a child here, so maybe some of you will have children or has children and they're by your side. You're happy together. So yeah, I just see that you and your spouse, there's the ego again. You and your spouse are living an abundant life, very happy. You're protected because this is the hand, the Hamsa hand. So you're protected from energy. Your aura is very powerful as well. And yeah, I think this is just your future self saying you've got really nothing to worry about because you've learned to handle, let's say, chaos and things that come your way. So you're not afraid. You've reached a point where it doesn't matter what happens on the outside, chaos or good. That never determines how good of a quality life you're living. That's exactly what I'm seeing here as your message from your future self, my dear pile Number one, when it comes to your future. Now, let's take a look at your work. What does your future self want to show you regarding your work? We knew that from the first part of your reading. But wow, what a pile. So you've got sudden wealth. All right. You've got Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Intuition, I believe you're going to be doing something you're innately good at. You just have a good sense of it. You're very innately talented at it. And that is driving you a lot of wealth. Your future self is showing you. You've got the alchemist. Yeah, that's exactly it with the alchemist. You know, you're able to turn regular metal into gold, meaning you're able to use the same tools that everybody is using, but you're able to bring in your magic. You're able to do something that maybe nobody has seen before. With a chemical reaction, you put one substance on another substance and it turns into a totally different substance. That's the chemical reaction. And in that sense, I feel like you are using the same tools everybody's using, but you're able to bring out a totally different result than what everybody is doing. You are definitely following your soul purpose with intuition. Mercury in Cancer, definitely following your soul purpose, and it is driving you a lot of wealth. Wow. Wow. I love your future, my dear pile. And number one, it's amazing. You've got, again, the Shaman of Cups. This is the King of Cups. And I feel like with the King of Cups here, it's showing that you are really enjoying what you're doing. So King of Cups, you're very good at it. You know what you're doing. You're intuitively good at it. And you are enjoying it to the max. I'm feeling your future self likes to describe you in court cards. So nice. So yeah, King of Cups, it looks like a cauldron, a magician, someone who's bringing magic, alchemist and cauldron. Come on, this is intuition as well. This is definitely saying you know what you're doing, you have a good sense. Like, for example, if you're an artist, you're able to create paintings that nobody has seen before. Or maybe you're a movie creator, you're able to create movies that nobody's seen anything like before. Or anything like that. Doesn't have to be, of course, in the creative team. These are just my ideas. It could be in anything that you feel like you're born to do, that you're really good at. You can see that you will be creating magic as well as enjoying it. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles, right? So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is saying that you are taking your time to build this in your future. This took some time to build. You can see the figure in the Seven of Pentacles is pregnant. So it talks about creation. You've created this. I wouldn't be surprised if for most of you, this is your own business. But it doesn't have to be. At the end of the day, you could be a great leader in a powerful position, in a powerful place that gives you all the resources that you need. And that's a great advantage for you to be able to do what you want. So this or that, really. But at the end of the day, I see that you're enjoying this. And because you're enjoying this, you know what you're doing. You've taken your good time with the Seven of Pentacles to build it properly, to create it specifically properly. You've got the Sun of Cups again. Wow. So you've got the Knight of Cups. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, you're going to be offering something beautiful to the world or the industry that you're serving. Maybe this is like the science field. You're going to be able to present some. You're definitely making a beautiful addition here with the Knight of Cups that everybody's going to love, or your field is going to really love. It's done with the soul. I mean, how can you not love that? It's definitely magic. You've got... What's wrong here? I swear I shuffled this. Yeah, it's properly shuffled. Crazy. I guess it's just meant to be. I guess it's just meant to be. So you've got the Knight of Swords, another knight. You've got something to offer to the world. 2 knights. You're offering something powerful, something with the sword, maybe something intellectual. Oh, look at this Knight of Swords looking at a chest of gold. And it doesn't have to be like their eyes set on money particularly, although let me just say, you're making great wealth. But I would say you have your eyes set on something super valuable. And it has an element of the mind, the information, as well as the heart. So this could be you are able to provide information as well as provide something that people love. I'll give you like a quick example. It's like a total airheaded example, but it's the first thing that popped up in my mind. Let's say you are creating makeup and you have your eyes set on creating a makeup that makes you look so good, but at the same time, every time you apply it, it gives you the nutrition that your body needs, and you're able to do that on the skin. Like, I don't know, like apply your vitamins and look great or something crazy. Just trying to translate the energy that I'm seeing. And it could be in a totally different way than what's coming up in my mind. But all I can tell you, it has information or has an intellectual element to it, or maybe this is like a great guide or a great explanation, or maybe you are pioneering and so you are changing people's minds about something as well as making them enjoy it. So somehow there is an aspect of education or intellect pertaining to it, as well as the aspect of joy. You know how when we say, just like, for example, food, can't it taste good and be healthy? Of course, we know we do that now. Most, at least in so many foods that are available now, that as we share our different foods around the world. But that's what I'm trying to say. There's this, it's like, we're always used to, it has to either be intellectual but boring, or fun but no intellect. It has to be like proper but boring. If the fun is there, then it's not good for you. You see what I mean? I feel like here you bring 2 aspects together, brilliant aspects together, of it being super useful, as well as the enjoyment aspect that we usually look for. You see what I mean? Very interesting. You've got the Emperor. My God. You are going to be obviously in a very powerful position. And I'm not surprised. All the court cards, I feel like your future self is so focused on that. I'm starting to feel like there's something I'm missing here. Look, strength, you're strong. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups, all the court cards. I'm missing something. I think that your future self is like probably face palming and going, Reem, you're missing the point. What am I missing? Yeah, I think you are in a very powerful position. Like, is your future self trying to say that you have a leadership position, maybe like even countrywide or worldwide even? Let me check here, because I feel like I'm missing something and the cards keep showing up because I'm not picking up. So I want to check here. What am I missing? Ace of Swords. You have power. I know. What am I missing? I know you do. You hold the clarity. Okay, let's bring out one more card and I'll look closely at this. Empress. That's the sort of cards you keep getting. You're so comfortable, you're so abundant, you have power. What am I missing? Pile number 1. What am I missing? What am I missing? Let me think. Renowned? Maybe you're gonna be, oh, that's why your words are heard. Popularity, Queen of Wands. I get it. You renowned, being renowned for something. Empress, you sit on the throne. Everyone is marveling at the beauty of your creation. So No, this is not just a powerful position. This is you taking the throne, I get it, on something like, when we think of a field and suddenly a name pops up, you're going to be like that. Like, for example, science, Einstein, Not saying that they're the only one, not saying that there are other, maybe even more amazing, much, much more amazing scientists. I'm just saying that you're going to be renowned. Your name is going to be so known. I get it. People are marveling at what you're doing. So yeah, it's just like the first thing that comes up. Science, Einstein. President, JFK. King of pop, Michael Jackson. And so on. You know what I mean. So here, this is what I'm picking up. Your future self really wants to show you like you're an icon. That's exactly it. You become an icon. Thank you so much. I'm glad I picked that up. It would have been super unfair for you not to know that. You're becoming an absolute icon in your day and age. That is what your future self is showing for sure. And yeah, you're doing so well in life. Maybe you two are even a power couple. Who knows? Okay, so now let's take a look at your new biggest blessing. Where can we start? I mean, your whole reading seems like an amazing big blessing. But let's see your future self's point of view. So let's start with this one actually. You've got bad health. The air. Moon in Cancer with friendship. And you see, this one is kind of tilted, so I'm going to take it as well. I'll remove these two so that we have space for this amazing section. You've got judication. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the Moon, the Five of Swords. Oh my, I think I have ideas here. Okay, all right. You've got the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, lovely. And you've got the Eight of Cups. Amazing. Where do we begin? So what I see here when I look at bad health and the air is the new one, right? The air is the new power, the new world, the new life. They get to like live all of this amazing life ahead of them. It's a unique one that only one gets to experience, right? So if I look at these two, I would say your biggest blessing from the point of view of your future self is being able to recuperate and have like another life almost. The air is like your what's the difference between the heir and the older king? They're have their life ahead of them. They're young. They're attractive. They have the zest for life, and they, at a young age, get to experience mostly at a young age, they get to experience all of the amazing things and power and experiences and wealth and crowns ahead of them. So what I am seeing here, perhaps your health was affected by that time of the dark night of the soul, or perhaps it doesn't have to be related to that. But I feel like there are some things you could be complaining about now, and your future self's biggest blessing is how they were able to recuperate and make their body younger again with the air, and even feel in control and powerful. I feel like your future self has learned to create a friendship or be in harmony with your body. It's not against each other. Like, it's not like you feeling, oh, my body can't do that, or I want to eat but my this, or I don't want to exercise, or I don't want to do these things but my body's not working, you know. It's not like an enemy relationship. It's more like you've understood the rights of your body better. You've understood that it is your friend and it has rights that you must give. And that's really what I see here with the Moon card and the Five of Swords and the Hierophant. I feel like you have isolated the specific issue that your body was complaining about. You've discovered it with the Moon card. And with the Hierophant here, you've learned so much. I feel like your future self is saying you've immersed yourself into great knowledge and how to win over with the Five of Swords what you've just pinned down as the cause, the root cause of this health. And you've learned to work with your body. You've learned their rights. You're listening well to it as you learn. And you've learned to treat it like a friend. I feel like now you're choosing your health more than you would choose anything else that you would otherwise would choose in life, and you're enjoying doing that. So you can see here that you are resting, you're healing in the future, and you've learned with the Four of Swords to keep it in this restful state. Your chakras, and I did notice that right there, your chakras are strong, they're vibrant, you're preserving this health consistently, and now you have so many tools to use with the Eight of Cups to always move you away from ever getting into the state again. So this talks about preserving. You've learned very well how to preserve your health, look your best, look vibrant, feel strong, feel at peace, feel restful, and it's affecting you energetically as well. So you'd think your future self was going to say, oh, this, oh, that. Of course, these are amazing blessings. But yeah, I feel like your future self is mostly proud and happy. Its biggest blessing is how it feels, the health of your body, and how it's looking like in the future. And yeah, my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see as your message from your future self. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I love your story. May you always be blessed. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a message from your future self about your life in the future, your work, as well as your new biggest blessing. This is the intention of today's reading, and these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them at any point, you'll of course find it listed down below in the description box. Oh, thanks. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Malakite. Your significator card is the Spring card. How many are these? Oh, 3. Okay, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, as well as Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, I think we're all set, and we are going to start off with your life in general. What does your life look like in the future, and what does your future self want to let you know about it? Okay, so your cards are message, expectation, as well as mature man. Very interesting. Right? You've got Mars in Aries with assertion. Mars in Capricorn with authority. Wow, okay. And you've got the Sun in Virgo with health. Love that for you. Whoa. Okay. You've got, oh my God, the cards that we got are exactly the space that we have. You've got the Hunter. And you've got the Magician. So what am I seeing as your message from your future self about your future? They're first off telling you, expect a message or some form of communication that will really change your life or change the way you are living your life. So your future self is saying, expect major changes to happen, especially when it comes to a form of communication. Yeah, that will change everything. Maybe we can expand on this part in a moment to find out more about what you're meant to expect. But your future self is saying something along the lines of, you are going to live a long, healthy life. And your future self is saying that moving forward with the spring, you're going to live a calm life that is soft and sweet. It's not a harsh winter. It's not a harsh summer. It's like, I see comfort. I see a beautiful breeze. I see you genuinely living a happy life for the rest of your life, especially that we've got a mature man here. It gives me this idea that you will live a long life, comfortable, happy, in a life, in a beautiful house, in a beautiful place, mostly in nature, where you're really living a comfortable life. With the world map here, I feel like there is this idea that you will be traveling rather a lot, quite frequently. Yeah, it looks like that, apparently, that you will be reading a lot, you will have a lot of knowledge, you will be an enlightened person, intellectual, you will travel a lot around the world. But most importantly, what they do want to let you know is that you will be slaying your biggest dragon. I feel like it's talking about maybe slaying your biggest fear, or you will be overcoming the biggest thing you are currently dealing with. So if that's a health issue, for example, you can see here with the health card that you will be able to overcome the difficulties that you're going through when it comes to your health. If this is like going through a financial situation, maybe the dragon here is representing for you debt, for example. It does look like your future self is saying that you will absolutely be able to overcome these debts. So whatever it is representing in your life, since your future self is speaking directly to you, it is definitely showing that your future self is saying that you will be able to overcome or slay your biggest monster. You will live a long life where you feel like you're in power, you're in command of your life. You will be in an authoritative position, or that you will have a lot of authority. Perhaps this is talking about having authority over your life. Maybe you are wealthy, you're able to make the choices that you want, and in that case, authority represents that. So whether this is talking about a position in life or you being able to have authority over your life, at the end of the day, it all depends on you, because this is your future self speaking to you in whatever you want. So what does authority mean to you is the question here. Are you looking for a big position because you're looking forward to expand in your career? Does authority mean being able to live your life in the way that you want? Whatever this, maybe you'll have your own business, your own empire. your future self seems to be pointing at that. They're like, don't worry, you're going to have a lot of power and you are going to live glowing. You're going to have great health. My dear pile number 1 looks great. Sorry, number 2 looks great here for you. I love that. So Hunter and the Magician. The Magician is a skilled archetype. They're able to create magic in the world. There's something here also that I want to expand on. I'll put it here so that I don't forget. There is something, a specific, particular message to you about you being able to catch that which you've been running after, something that you're currently running after, you really want to achieve or hunt down or be able to have. There's something about your future self telling you, yeah, that thing that you were running after, trying to get, we got that. You got it through your skills, your magic. You were able to even achieve that in your life. So there's something in particular here. And now this takes us to the expansion. I want to expand on what this message that your future self is telling you to expect, because they're like, wait till you get a load of this. there is like some form of communication that's really changing everything, as well as this thing. I want to help you figure out what it is that you're looking for. I'm sure since it's your future self, you probably already know what this is, but in case you don't, that's what I'm going to try to do here. Okay, so let's start with the communication first. Maybe you're going to get a phone call or an email or an actual letter or message. They're telling you to expect something. Let's see what this is. Whoa, look at that. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is like the wealth card. My goodness. Wow. Okay. So some form of communication that will help you become wealthy. The 2 of Swords. You definitely don't see this one coming. It's like coming unexpected. So expect the unexpected is sort of what your future self is saying. That's why they want to let you know. They're like, oh, you don't see this one, but you have no idea about this communication. You're going to be so excited about this, right? So we know it has to do with wealth, precious friends. We can also see it here in the 10 of Pentacles. So there's something about both a community and wealth. So these are like maybe people, new group of people that you will really love, that you'll be working with, a great team, along with great money coming in. You're really going to love this because it has these 2 aspects, the wealth and the group of people whom you will form beautiful, loving friendships with. This is the Lover's card, by the way. So this is a group of people who you will really love to work with, it seems. Let's try. Okay, we've got 2 more. Strength card. Looks like you guys form a strong bond together. Together, you're able to create something amazing. Yeah. And you've got the 4 of Pentacles. You'll be able to amass. I don't think your future self is saying the same thing here. Amass great wealth. You see an owl here growing something, although it's the 4 of Pentacles, but it looks like, oh, you will own a company maybe? You will own shares maybe? Particular shares maybe, yeah. Maybe you will own shares when it comes to this thing that you're all involved in. Maybe this is like talking about how you get to keep something that's growing. Maybe this is a letter of a share. You get to have some shares for something. Yeah, there's something like that. A letter or some agreement that allows you, amongst others, to make something grow and to be part of it, officially part of it. And on top of that, the group of people that are part of this, you will form a strong bond with them, and you will be a powerful team together. So that's as much as we can see when it comes to this expect a message. Your future self is definitely confident about that. Obviously, they're in your future. But they're saying expect some major communication coming. That's as much as we can see here. Now, I'll shuffle this later. When it comes to this thing that you are looking for, we've got these cards. Let's see what it is. What is this thing that you are looking for, that you're trying to hunt to get into your life, that you will be able to achieve? Oh my God, all these cards. Let's see. So, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. One thing you can see here is that you're going to be very fortunate in how you'll be able to get it. It's like luck meets the prepared kind of thing. Like, yes, you will work hard, but luck favors, the hard worker, or the person who's ready. I can't remember how it's said. But it looks to me like, yeah, you're being lucky because you are actively seeking it. Oh, 10 of Wands. Yes, you really are going to work very hard towards it. And because you are, it looks with the Magician, you're attracting it. Wow, look at that. The 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment. I feel like you're going to find yourself at a point, or you're going to have a door open for you where there's the source of what you're looking for. You're going to maybe meet someone who knows how to get what you're looking for. Something like that. Yeah. You're going to find the source or the expert. The expert who knows how to get that. You're going to find an expert maybe that will help you fulfill this wish. But you will also be working so hard towards it. But I think it's because you're working so hard that you will eventually be very fortunate to come across the right person or the right door that will finally let you in to what you're trying to get here. Yeah, the Emperor, you'll be able to catch it again. You will have the power. That's the same expert. This is Prue here. So this expert will guide you, because the Emperor is like following a specific structure. They know that this is the structure, the procedure for how something works, and that's what they follow. The Emperor is the number 4. They always have a procedure. They're not doing things randomly. And this is what I'm seeing in this card. You have someone who's an expert who will give you the procedure to be able to catch what you're really looking for. It might take just a little bit of time. It is fishing after all, but you will be able to hunt it, catch it. Wow. I'll use these 4 cards as your guidance. These 3 actually. This one moved. There's another message here. Queen of Pentacles. Your future self is saying you will catch it and you will enjoy it, and it will change your life. You will really enjoy your life because of that. So that's happening. What is your future self's guidance when it comes to catching this thing or meeting the expert or whatever they are choosing to tell you? So you've got the King of Swords, the Death card. There's something about illumination here. Continue to ask, because the fireflies, they light up for a while and then they go off. So there's something about keep asking. Go from one enlightened person to another. Eventually you will find this expert, because the King of Swords is all about thought, strategy, thinking, the thought process, also education. Illuminate yourself. So yeah, keep looking for information. Your future self is saying keep asking around, because it is that enlightenment with the death card that will truly transform everything in your life, everything. So keep yourself informed is what I'm seeing. The star card. Yeah, also don't forget to follow your intuition. Your future self is saying you've got very strong guides. Your future self is also saying that the universe is guiding you. You're meant to achieve this. This is the wisdom that your future self has discovered, that you are meant to achieve this, that the universe is always guiding you. It is helping you achieve that very wish that you're trying to catch. And their guidance to you is continue to ask, continue to enlighten yourself, continue to seek information. The more you do, and the more you change your plans accordingly, the direction of where you're flying, according to the things you've learned, the more you will get to where you want to go faster. You will be able to transform everything to get there. And what your future self has learned, just like I mentioned, is that they've understood that the universe was helping them, thus you, all along, because you are meant to catch it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. These were the clarification cards. Let me put them back. This is what your future looks like. I do see that you're living a very comfortable life the rest of your life. Your future self is basically talking about how comfortable it is, how spring-like, how beautiful it is. You're traveling, you're knowledgeable, you've beaten the scariest thing in your life, or the biggest thing that was standing in your way. You got what you want. It's really looking amazing. Okay, is this communication happening soon? Yes or no? Just no. Yes or no? Togetherness. That is the card after the World card. I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me pull out another card. Maybe I'm meant to pull out another card. Okay, so with the Six of Swords, it's not right away, which is kind of what I thought with the Togetherness card. I initially thought the last major arcana is number 21. This is like a card after the major arcana, so maybe it wants to say after a while. And when the Six of Swords came out, it confirmed my idea. I feel like your future self is saying it's not necessarily right now, to be honest, but you're getting there. It's like reaching you. You're getting there. Relatively near, but no, not right away. But this communication is changing everything. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Let me shuffle, your tarot deck, and I'll be back. We'll be looking at your work up next. All right, let's see what your future self is saying in this part about your future. So, you've got the Priest. Wow. Courtship. Okay, Priest and courtship. It reminds me of the priest that helps people get married. I don't know what that would say. Let's think. Let's wait. So you've got Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit. With the eccentricity card, I feel like you're going to be in an unconventional job with eccentricity. Unconventional. Hermit could be for a lot of you, unless it changes with the context of the cards. Perhaps a lot of you are going to be doing your own thing, since the Hermit is in the section of work. Wow, you've got the High Priestess. The Priest and the High Priestess. Maybe some of you hermit, high priestess. Some of you may be working in something pertaining to spirituality. It's a detail, doesn't have to be at all, of course, but it could be. Like being a medium, helping others connect with their loved ones. For example, on the other side, especially with the Five of Pentacles, like lack, helping others. That's just an example if it's spirituality, like helping others manifest with the Five of Pentacles, the things that they want, helping others be enlightened with the Hermit, helping others have a better connection. This is giving me the energy of, it doesn't have to be, of course, but life coach slash spiritual person, spirituality, maybe dealing with energy, like maybe all of these things together, using all of the natural healing tools that was used in ancient times, like homeopathy, energy healing, mediumship, all of that, something like that. I could be wrong, but we did notice with eccentricity that your job is unconventional. So maybe it's something along these lines, but it doesn't have to be with the priest and the high priestess, although I highly doubt it. The priest and high priestess and the hermit, my God, I would highly doubt it. But again, I'm open for everybody listening to this reading. It could be your deep knowledge when it comes to something, because the priest and the high priestess are very knowledgeable archetypes, right? So let's wait and see. You've got the Devil card. The Hanged Bear. All pertaining to enlightenment, shifting other people's life, shifting your life through energy, through enlightenment. See the Devil and the Hanged Man. Some of you could be like psychologists, known psychologists, but you use unconventional tools, health, nutrition, spirituality. You're a healer, is all I'm trying to say. You use your spirituality and knowledge and maybe even herbs, mythology, like learning about ancient times. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm just going to trust my intuition here. I feel like you are going to be working intimately with others. You're going to be meeting. It's to you, it's not like give me the next client after the next client after the next client, although there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, some tools that healers have can help many people, and that's very favorable, because if you can help many people, that's an amazing thing. But I'm just saying that when it comes to you, you're not in this direction. It does look like your future self is describing how you're living in a quiet, tranquil place. Perhaps you're dealing specifically with enlightened ones, or the ones interested in the specific way you are healing things with eccentricity. You work intimate. You'd rather like work with someone and help heal them fully, then you are interested in general enlightenment. And both are equally important and very well needed. So yeah, I feel like in your case, you are working intimately, person by person. You take them by the hand from that place where they lack something, they're looking for something, they don't know how to find it. You help them look within themselves. You help them connect them to the other side with their spirit guides. You help heal them. You help, you help heal them body, mind, and soul, emotionally, everything. You help them find themselves, find the healing within themselves. You help them find the power within themselves. Something about you showing them that they are living an illusion, or that they are not really as stuck as they think they are. There's something about you showing that they can help themselves, how to shift their lives in every way. And that with the devil card, the card of illusion, you basically show them that the struggles that they're going through are not in control of them, that this type of control is an illusion. You allow them to find their own power. So you empower them. You're like, that's not what's healing you. That's not what's healing you. You are the power. You give them the tools for them to connect with themselves. There's always something about themselves, and internally. You guide them to find themselves in order to heal. And you do it in such an unconventional way. I mean, I'm just guessing it's an amalgamation of herbs and spirituality as per the cards that I'm seeing. But obviously, it's much more than that. Because come to think about it, what I am talking about is not so unconventional anymore. I could be wrong, but maybe it's unconventional to the people around you. That could be one direction. Or perhaps you're like even more unconventional, like you're doing things that we didn't hear about. You see, you're very knowledgeable at the end of the day. I can see your future self is really pointing at how knowledgeable you have become in your future, how you've got this power. Oh, wait a minute. So you've got the power to heal yourself and overcome your challenges, and you're using this knowledge to help others because you've done a lot of, you obviously here you've done something big. You found an expert who knows the source of something. So maybe, just maybe, you finding the experts yourself is giving you a great advantage of knowing so much and being enlightened, which I've noticed here from the very beginning. And you're using that to help others. Like you're doing all the things people aren't expecting. You know, we see a flying fish here. Like, what? So there's something about you seen as unconventional. Where you are even could be unconventional. What you do is unconventional. And this is why you're so interested in taking people by the hand. You can see it here. And taking them along this journey until they find themselves and they find their power. And then you're like, you're good from here. You found your power. Good job. And then you help the next. Or it doesn't have to be like one individual. It could be like a group of people coming to visit the beautiful place that you live. And these are your students now. You work with them intimately. So then these are just thoughts about it. How you're going to do it exactly, I'm not sure. But that's the sort of energy, honestly, that I'm picking up in this pile when it comes to your work and what your future self wants to let you know about your work. Okay. Very interesting, my dear pile number 2. Let's now take a look at what your future self is describing as your new biggest blessing. So, you've got, ooh, look at that. You've got wealthy man. Actually, let's keep it consistent here. We've got wealthy man. This one's shifting. Let's take, oh, these are 2. Wonderful. So you've got the king. Wow. Wow. Okay. The walker. Mm-hmm. This one's moving also, and I forgot to take it, so I'm going to take it. Forgot to take the deck out. You've got, how about we place this one here? I think we need the space. You've got Mercury in Virgo with caution. You've got community again. It was your pile. Yes, it was. There was a community there. There's something here about expecting communication that will lead you to a lovely community, right? So we've got that here, community. It's like you're the king, you're the leader of this community, and you are walking them. I think I'm connecting all of your reading together. So something here gives you an opportunity to somehow be able to practice your work in the way that you are. This leads to a lot of wealth. You help regulate with the caution here, regulate the chaos in people's lives. Either this is through personal development or spirituality or something unconventional that I'm not really picking up on. You do it in your very unique, knowledgeable way. And so you're leading a community out into enlightenment, into health, into it's like you're stopping the chaos here. You're telling them, no, you don't have to deal with that. And you obviously take them from their lives where they're running and trying to hunt and not be hunted and all of that into a calm environment where they would zen into your beautiful world. They would bring their energy down, tranquility. They find tranquility again, and you allow them to live and lead a happy life themselves. Okay? You've got, do you see that? Wow. So you've got the 6 of Cups. It's a community that's very giving. You're giving to them, they're giving to you. You're fulfilling to each other. Wow. You've got the Star card. Obviously, you shine bright in this community, as well as being a great guide in this community. Yeah, a great guide. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles. You've reached mastery and you're helping a few at a time reach mastery. You're all about, you remind me of a PhD, but let's call it spiritual PhD, where it's not many people in class anymore, or you're not focused on the hundreds if not thousands anymore. You're like focused on a few people that are doing their elevated studies, higher studies, and you're helping them particularly reach a mastery level. Yeah, something like that. You're not looking into general enlightenment. You want to take people by the hand and allow them to reach that mastery level that you've reached. And the Queen of Pentacles. You're really living a very beautiful life. Like I think I get what the blessing is. The new blessing in your life is that your whole life, the way it came together, is a huge blessing. You're living somewhere you love. You're practicing what you love, and what you're practicing brings you health, brings you power. You're found a beautiful community that you love, and they love you, that want to be part of your life. And together, you're all day talking about the things that you all love, healing, discussing things, learning from each other, giving to each other a lot. And that world with the Queen of Pentacles that you're living in is your dream world. I really feel like you're going to be in an environment and a place that you love. I feel like you're really happy. You're in a world, it's like that's exactly what you want. And on top of that, you're wealthy. And wealth here could be many things. It could be money. It could be rich with resources. Maybe you're going to reach a point where you're like, you know what? I don't want to live this life. But you live a life full of the resources that you want, that you need, that other people may be paying thousands, if not millions for, that you get to live with, that you get to have. And you're getting a lot of people who would love to live your life. They want to live this amazing life that you live. So whether wealthy man means actual money, or that you're living this life with the community, with everything that you want, and you're so fulfilled, or both. didn't we get the 10 of Pentacles for you? We did. We got the 10 of Pentacles for you. I feel like at the end of the day, whether it's money or it's resources, you're really gonna be living a very rich life where you have everything and more of what you've ever wanted. You live in a tranquil place that you really love, surrounded by an amazing community. You are always practicing something that you all are interested in and love, and you're becoming better every day at it. You're a star there amongst this community. They really love you and value you, but you're also their guide. And overall, you're like, oh, I've got everything that I want in life. I am so happy here. I feel so blessed in this lifetime. And that is exactly what I see in your future, my dear pile number 2. This is your message from your future self. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. You have a marvelous life, and I wish you the best of luck with that. Yeah, it also involves a lot of traveling, but I feel like you're settling somewhere that you love. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a message from your future self about your life in the future, about your work, as well as your new biggest blessing in the future. Whoa, thanks. Can't wait to get into your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested, of course, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Unakite, Jasper. Your significator card is the Union card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. And we'll start off by looking at your life in general. What is your future self's message when it comes to your life in the future? Whoa! So you've got wealthy men right off the bat. All right, very interesting. Lovely, I love this for you. You've got Jupiter in Libra with negotiation. Jupiter in general is a planet of abundance, great luck, expansion. So I really do see that energy right off the bat in how your future self is describing your life. Abundant, happy, wealthy, you're doing very well. Right, so you've got the Hound. Oh, lots of power as well. Savviness, power. I would say in your pile, there's something pertaining to strong throat chakra as well. Maybe you are a writer, a public speaker, or just someone who has a strong word, like whatever you say has to be applied, like you give some form of orders or something. Yeah, something like that. You also give me the vibe of a businessman, by the way, or a businesswoman, a business person as well. But let's see. So you won't believe this. I just envisioned in my mind when I looked at this right now, somebody who has this as a logo, a strong wolf with an open mouth. Like maybe you have to do something with sports. Very specific, I know. It could be like for someone out there, because it gives me a feeling of a logo that you usually see on a team that plays a particular sport or something. So maybe you have something to do with sports. Just an intuitive feeling. I could be wrong, but I mean, I saw it for a reason. So maybe someone out there, this was for them. And you've got Saturn and Aries with risk. Yeah, risk taker. Definitely a businessman, maybe an investor. You could be an investor in your future. So you've got Sun and Scorpio with endurance. You see, you continue to come off as someone who's very powerful, someone who has power over those or that has power constantly. That's what I see in your cards, right? So that's really interesting. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Maybe some of you have to do with health, and you're going to be very wealthy as you bring balance back to people by taking the right medicine or something, right? Maybe you're a doctor who's going to be very wealthy and very successful doctor, or a healer, maybe even spiritual healer, who knows. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here so far. You've got the 10 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. Wow, the 9 of Cups. With the knife here, maybe someone is a surgeon. You've got the Hanged Man as well as the 2 of Cups. Oh, we don't have space, we'll keep it here. So, what are we seeing? Yeah, I think whether you are actually a doctor, a surgeon, at the end of the day, you come off to me as someone who is a business person. You got negotiation, wealthy man. Yeah, someone like could be negotiating deals, breaking deals to make better ones, taking risks, being able to endure with the 10 of Wands, endure the difficulty, and you're able to escape it, kind of like all businessy, to be honest. Like you're able to endure things when others can't. That's why you win in the market. You're able to take shortcuts, maybe because of the power and the wealth that you have. Overall, I do see for you that you're going to be very happy with the 9 of Cups. I see the view in your home as a beautiful view. I see you blessed because of how the plants are growing in your house. Like I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, it's not affecting nature. I get the sense that nature is befriending you, and intuitively this is letting me know, especially with the Union card, that you're doing things right. You're such a successful business person. Yes, you're taking risk, you're playing the game right, but at the end of the day, you're not harming the planet, you're not harming humanity, you're not harming anyone. And I do see you living in a house with a beautiful view. I see that you're very comfortable and happy where you are living in the future. I also see with the 2 of Cups that you are in an intimate relationship with someone. I see you very happy, in a very happy relationship, very emotionally fulfilling. And I also see that this relationship will be a great catalyst to help you change to the better. I think you are falling in love with someone who is somehow in one way different than you are, and you both enrich each other's lives with the differences. You both benefit each other with these benefits. You know, the backgrounds, your education, maybe the information that you know, all of these things. I feel like the skills, the networks maybe that you have, all of that, I really feel that it's such a powerful connection, specifically to you, because I feel like this person that you're going to fall in love with deeply, and so will they. It's a beautiful relationship here, I can tell you that. It's going to be so beautiful. Maybe it provides you with the right environment for you to be able to go introspect and learn and grow. This person is going to show you so many things from a different perspective than the one you are currently seeing. And thus, I see with the Seven of Swords that they will allow you to easily escape traps that you used to get into and always find your fulfillment. So that is definitely a very strong area that I see your future self is talking about. Your future self is talking about a healthy, happy, beautiful home where it's blessed with beautiful energy. And your future self is talking about your savviness. There is a part of your life, like a main part that your future self is showing you here, where you take a huge risk. During that time, it's not going to be easy. Is it going to be like impossible hard? No, but it's going to be pretty heavy. You're able to absolutely endure it, and you'll have many tools and many people and many things that will help you endure it. You do have the power to endure this huge risk that you are taking in your future. But this risk is going to be key because it looks like it's going to act like a shortcut with the Seven of Swords. As heavy as it is, as much as it is the fastest way to that dream life that you have for yourself. You'll be meeting this person, it seems, during that time of shift, after you've endured this great risk that you're going through. It does seem like it. And together, you'll be celebrating your new chapter. Like I said, with this risk here, although this risk seems to be tough, but it's kind of like having a beautiful, clean liver that's able to bring out the toxicity from the body. Meaning, I constantly see that although this risk is big, you constantly come across as someone who's more powerful every time. And so, yes, you'll be for a while enduring this heaviness, and heaviness at best, nothing dangerous, nothing like where you're scared or feeling like you can't, nothing that you can't handle is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's heavy. But once you endure endurance, this short time, you'll be very grateful that you've done that, because you will feel like you made it. It is what took you to this great happiness. Like I can give you a great example. Maybe, for example, you work at a regular job, and so you thought to yourself, hey, why don't I start my own business or side hustle? So you take that risk by putting in your money and your time, and even putting yourself out there, contacting clients, taking risks with, for example, suppliers, all of that. And there is this tight time where you're just about surviving every month because of that business. You're just about finding the time for this business. You finish your work, that's what you're focused on. You're barely sleeping, maybe. I don't advise you to do that, of not sleep, but I'm just saying what it could be. You're just about doing everything, but it's heavy. And again, nothing that you can't handle, but as following this example, then you endure this for a while, and then you're like, oh my God, my business picked up. This is my dream. And in fact, if we follow that example, then it is this business that makes you very wealthy. So that's just an example. It could really be anything. But you do come across to me like a business person for sure, who's able to take key risks like that, intelligent risks. You're up for it. And you will reach your dreams pretty soon, as I can see from your future self. And yeah, there is a special relationship here that I see in your future. I mean, if you're already in a relationship, then your future self is just happy. It talks about how this relationship is shifting even to the better. At the end of the day, whether you're already in a relationship or not, I do see that you will be very emotionally fulfilled when it comes to your relationship area of your life, romantic relationship. And like I said, I do see you living in a very beautiful home. No wonder, because we've got wealthy man here. Okay, very nice. Let's now take a look at your future self's message regarding your work. Oh, great. We get to dive into that even more. All right, so I just realized toil and labor. So there's a lot of work up ahead, not gonna lie to you, but obviously it's leading to great results. Toil and labor. I really feel like this one as well is speaking out, so let's take that. Oh, 2 more cards. All right. So you've got high honor, you've got these 2 aspects. Hard work that gives you later on prestige as well as wealth. Main female. You know, female energy is the energy of receiving. So I feel like it gives you a lot. This work is going to be very fulfilling. It's going to give you prestige. It's going to give you wealth. It's going to give you wealth, prestige, fulfillment at work, fulfillment in doing something great. Yeah, it's giving you again a beautiful home. Do you see that's the second time we see that? It's giving you a beautiful life, it seems. Yeah, very fulfilling in many ways. Is it hard work? Yes. So you've got Sun and Pisces with vision. Okay, interesting. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. Ooh, you've got the 4 of Wands. The Page of Cups. You keep getting something about someone with a vision. You see yourself leveling up in a way in your head, and it's going to happen. You have that vision, clear vision. Again, 4 of Wands, leveling up. You have that clear vision of leveling up. You're so excited about it. You're so passionate about it. This is what your heart wants. And it's so motivated by how you see particularly yourself. Like, I envision myself to be living that kind of life with this kind of person, leveling up in this way in life. I achieve this. I see that I do something great one day. You've got this vision, it looks like, 12th house. And it's in full alignment with your spiritual path. That's really lovely. So yeah, full alignment with your spiritual path. Like I've noticed, I'm not surprised, because with this green coming into your window, it does make me feel like the nature is your friend, like you're not harming anyone or anything as you achieve your dreams here. So really, really nice. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yep. 3 of Pentacles, working towards it. You will have a team one day. You're going to work hard. First, like, the hands are dirty here. You can see that someone got their hands dirty. They worked hard for something, to start something, to build its roots and foundations. And then it starts working out, and you can see that now this person has hired a team that knows exactly what they're doing, very right for their jobs, very focused, pleasant team, if you ask me. And you're overlooking the team. You're like, great job. Yes, this is exactly the vision that I've envisioned. That's going on track. It's going in the right way. So you really care about what you're building here, what you're trying to create. And you're so excited about this level up. Okay. And you've got the Death and Rebirth, which shows that there is a moment where this whole situation is going to transform drastically. Like with the new world here, it's like someone is being teleported. Again, the fish, the Pisces. I feel like this is your spiritual path. So suddenly your small business expands greatly, and you start seeing another world and another type of expansion that you never thought. Huge transformation going on here. And as your future self described, you will be able to fulfill this vision, and it will be so fulfilling. It's going to give you a lot. You're going to create a lot through it, but it's going to give you a lot, especially I think it's prestige. It's going to give you a lot of prestige, as well as um, pride of building something from its foundation. I feel like in the beginning you're doing everything. Like you're proud to be building everything. You're your own artist. You're your own supplier. Let's say you're your own creator, your own accountant, your own, dare I say, lawyer. Always consult experts, of course, but I'm just saying you're your own everyone here. You are everyone in the beginning. You're doing all of the hard work with your own bare hands. You're building the foundation, but you do see a very pleasant team later on as you level up. I feel people that are going to be working with you are going to believe so much in what you're building, your work ethic as well. They will love the honor that comes with whatever it is that you're building. They'll be proud to be with you. They'll be celebrating with you this level up. You can see a passionate team here with you that believes in that very vision that you believe in as well. I'm so curious. Can we ask what your vision is? Are we allowed? You see, you've got the card union. It makes me feel like throughout this journey, you're not going through it alone. Yes, of course, you're going to be building something to begin with on your own. But throughout your journey with union, I feel like everything is working in your favor. You're finding the right person who's going to be encouraging you. You are going to find the right team. I want to say something, it might sound weird, but even nature loves what you're doing. I feel like even nature's magic is somehow helping you. I don't want to say take it with a grain of salt, because that's not how I feel. That would be going against my intuition. But I would say you might notice it, that you have nature really there for you. There is magic in nature, and nature is watching. Nature has its magic. It's much wiser than we think. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, but I can tell you that nature really, maybe the materials that you use are right. I don't know, but I want to say nature loves you. Which takes me to what I wanted to look at here. If you don't mind, I just want to see what your vision, whatever I'm allowed to see for you. What is this vision that you hold? So you've got the Three of Swords. I feel like you have a lot of empathy for something. You can see some form of suffering, and you see the nature here. That's probably why. Maybe instantly I hear in my head, what about all the things that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth and these sweeping shores? So there's something about you really caring, whether this is about the planet. Yeah, so your vision doesn't just, yes, of course, it involves you and how you see yourself, but part of your seeing yourself is how you are doing something great for the earth, for the planet, maybe. There's cleansing here with the liver. There's some form of cleansing. So it could be healing something. It doesn't have to be the planet per se, but I'm sure for someone out there. But at least what you're healing, whether directly or indirectly, is impacting the planet. Maybe if you heal people's maybe minds, for example, you create awareness in something, then these people make different choices, and as a consequence they're not hurting the planet. So that could be indirectly. but there's something about you really caring about something in particular that makes you sad. You're like, no, I don't want to see the world like that in one way or the other. You know, I was just going to say maybe you're going to be a politician, and then I was going to like, and then I thought, you know, there could be wonderful politicians as well. So you've got the Fool card. The Queen of Cups, the healer. Okay. So I don't know what it is exactly that you deeply care about to this degree, but you have a genuine heart to heal something. And I do see with the Fool card, this is like a new journey. You're gonna take a different and a new, fresh approach. That's your vision. That's why it's so aligned with the 12th house, with your spiritual path. You deeply care about healing something. You're gonna take a new, fresh approach that actually works, because you can see the geometry, the sacred geometry of the seed of life. Like you're putting in a new seed, a new direction. And that's why the people working with you are so proud of you and so proud of what you're doing. That's why the high honor makes all sense now. And you have your heart set on healing it. Your heart's in the right place and you really want to heal it. Again, the fish, oops, hold on. Which makes me feel like it's in alignment with your spiritual path, for sure, again. And you're going to be doing some great, serious healing. And I feel like nature, whether this is, again, directly towards nature or not, but nature will be giving you that magic to help you succeed, and will be giving you that magic in your home to make you feel very happy. A lot of healing energy here. So you're working with nature whether you realize it or not. Magic of the plants, magic of nature. Okay, so my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see when it comes to your hard work at work in your future that is leading to a lot of wealth and success and high honor. And suddenly, at some point, your business is going to foresee a great transformation that you never thought could be possible and could happen. There's a great expansion and change here. Okay, so now, my dear pile number 3, let's now take a look at your new biggest blessing in your future. What is it? So, you've got the fate. Something is fated here. Okay, nice. You've got expectation. All right. It'll make sense in a moment. Mars in Leo with egotism. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. Whoa, so we've got the World card. There's something with egotism and the World card. There's something about being renowned worldwide. Everyone's proud of you. There's a lot of pride in what you're doing, something like that. All right. So your future self wants you to expect something fated. And there's something about what's fated is you, with union, bringing the world together as a leader in something. Bringing the world together as a leader in something. So that's fated. It's in alignment with your 12th house. Whoa, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, which involves both energies of great wealth and the idea that everyone comes together as one big family. And there's something about you being the reason for everybody's blessings. So you're wealthy, but at the same time, your work makes everyone resourceful in something. Like, for example, let's say your vision is free energy for all, for example, right? So you're like, you've got this vision of how you can help everyone to create free energy for all. You work hard towards this vision. You know how to begin it. You bring the right people on the team, and then suddenly poof, it expands and it goes worldwide, and everybody is enjoying this resource abundantly with the Ten of Pentacles. You become wealthy. Everyone is abundant with free energy. That's just an example, right? So just trying to translate the energy of your cards of what I'm seeing as I look at your cards here. This is a major deal. Your reading here is starting off with 2 major arcana. So yeah, major deal here. You've got the Ace of Swords. Wow. You're seen as brilliant. Your idea becomes brilliant. There's so much math. You're calculating it. You see something clearly in your mind. The Magician, you have the right tools and the skills to make it happen, from its inception as an idea in your head to actually making it happen. And the fact that you're going to make it happen is really going to feel like magic. You so much so that you have questions like, how did you do this? How did you start this? From where did you get this idea? How did you believe you can do this? These sort of questions, like, how did you apply this idea? Something like that. Wow, yeah, of course. The King of Pentacles, living in wealth and abundance, always with union, surrounded by people and beings and nature that absolutely love you. You really feel loved. There's the library in the living room. You're well-read, intellectual, educated, especially in what you're doing. I love this energy for this pile. So nice. Wow. Strength card. You're playing 2 personalities. I feel like if I look at this card, you're a balanced person. And I want to say sometimes people have to act in a specific way in our day and age, and they're called ruthless, bad. But some other people stick with their values, which is the most important thing, but perhaps they are not as ruthless. And so they're not fighters. And so they don't bring out this goodness into the world. And it takes a wise person to understand that you must harbor both energies of having these values that you believe in, having that goodness of heart, but at the same time being ruthless and strong and willing to fight the fight. Otherwise, the right positions may not always be given to the right people that deserve it, right? That should be the leaders. So there's something about you here. I feel like your blessing is that you found that balance. You've become that person, that strong person that's able to be ruthless and powerful amidst the, that's why, amidst the scary things that usually people will shy away from, that are not able to fight the fight or be ruthless sometimes, all while keeping values intact. I feel like you're becoming this person and you're very grateful for it in your future. And you've got the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, that thing that you planted, it keeps growing. Your new blessing is that you've got something amazing that everyone around the world believes in, has joined you in. You've created a massive change in ideology, and you've shown the way. You're a pioneer that showed the way in how it can be applied. And I feel like whatever you've created here is growing by the day, and that's something that you're really proud of. And it does look like who you're becoming, the sort of change that you're creating, it's all fated at the end of the day. Your future self has understood that it's fated, and that on its own is one of the biggest blessings in your future, that your future self feels, to feel like they are fated for something like that. So your future self is saying expect or realize or understand that you are fated to do something great. This on its own is the biggest blessing in terms of a feeling that your future self lives by in the future. Again, the high honor, you're renowned, you're seen as great internationally because you're benefiting from the great thing you've created, as well as everyone. You've created new awareness towards something because you deeply care. You've taken a new approach here. You've shown the way, you've shown that it can be applied, you've got these skills, you've made it happen, and you're having a comfortable life. That's part of your huge blessing as well. Your future self feels like the life that you're living, the comfort, the people around you, it's so beautiful. It's one of your biggest blessings. Who you've become as a person is one of your biggest blessings. Yeah, I feel like in this pile particularly, there are many things, deep things that your future self is grateful for, not just one. Who you've become as a person is something that your future self is grateful for, as well as this initiative that you've begun that is now growing by the day, and you're watching it branch out into different places, different countries, underground and above, and you're very happy that something like this amazing thing is growing all over the world. It just didn't stop there, but it continues to grow to serve maybe even generations to come. And yeah, such an awesome reading, my dear pile number 3. I wish you the best of luck with that. Thank you so much for having a heart like that and for wanting to make a massive change. You know, it does look like Zorro. The Z here. So yeah, that is what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.